Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, created by Floss. So stay tuned, and let's check it out. Alright, this was sent in by one of our Discord legend builders. You all know her, you all love her, Floss. And here she says, "Hey Johnny, it's done. I actually finished a project. Welcome to the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. This began as a 4K Rapids blueprint which just kept on expanding and adapting. First with a flying coaster and a few flat rides. Then I dug down and made a go-kart track. And then I decided it would be a great idea to fit a dive coaster in there. As it wasn't planned and changed a lot in the process, there are some scrappy parts. Of course, it's me." Tongue emoji. "Fitting the dive coaster in meant I needed to move the flying coaster a tad, and so there was a few sections I'm not happy with and would probably snap your neck." Okay, the negatives are out of the way. I was proud to finally complete this mini park, and I can't wait for you to explore the gardens. It's 2 coasters, go-kart, rapids, 3 flat rides, many shops and facilities, and a hotel on the highest level. I don't think I could have fit more plants, bees, and butterflies. Oh, and sorry, you cannot see this at night. It is only open by day. I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to the Wicks who made the most perfect Babylonian boats, which I had to throw everywhere, change a few colors and pots. I also took a few of his Bayou boats from the workshop and sailing boat by Cookie. I have let in a few people as I wanted this park to look alive. Enjoy. Hope you don't suffer from the pollen allergies." Floss. All right, absolutely amazing stuff here today. Let's dive right on into it, shall we? Here we are, everybody, at the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Absolutely amazing. It is a mini park. It's definitely not end to end, but look at this. We're running beautiful frame rate with 500 guests in the park. I feel like we could fit more guests in the park. Let's go ahead and increase that limit really quickly. Let's jump this up to 1,500. Why not? Let them pour in. Let them eat cake. All right, so these boats that she was talking about, created by Wix, some from Cookie. She modified a few. Absolutely amazing stuff. Look at that. Incredible. Babylonian boats. So from the looks of things, it might not seem like the biggest park, but it's dense. We're going to blow up my computer really quick. Hopefully this doesn't crash the game. All right, 70,000 pieces. And as mentioned, there's a few coasters, a river rapids, as well as a go-kart track. So definitely a lot of content for us to check out here today, you guys. Let's walk on in. We got the guests pouring in, those extra 1,000. Frame rate's still really good. So it is quite refreshing for a change. Looking at stuff, ultra smooth, ultra graphics, guests in the park. I actually really prefer these style of parks, you guys. Just try to limit yourself and your scope when going into a project, because you could do some amazing stuff with some amazing details and still create a very enjoyable experience. As you can see here, it is quite loud. Let me get the volume down a little bit. There we go. I want you guys to be able to hear me over all the sound effects. So we're in the Plaza Center area. I don't know if this is 2 different coasters or if it's one coaster colored differently, but I love the way this integrates with the temple. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. So I caught a little bit of the live stream. I got a sneak peek of this. I didn't want to spoil too much, so I just glanced in, and one of the Ed Lewis was talking, and he was on stream with Floss, which was very fun. You can find that on the Planet Coaster YouTube channel. And I heard him saying, "Why is everybody in the chat going boop, boop, boop?" And then she started to boop, and I thought it was hilarious because there's that inside story from Floss being on all of our Monday recordings that you guys end up seeing at some point. Blueprint spotlights, contests, this and that. The boop has made a a tidal wave, and apparently it has spread out. Now everybody knows Floss as the booper, and that leaked into the live stream, and I thought that was quite hilarious because Ed Lewis was freaking out. What is this boop? He had no idea, and I didn't quite hear Floss give him an explanation. I think she was distracted with what was going on, which is completely fine, but I think it's still a mystery to him. And if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, once in a while her microphone goes crazy and it just gives boops. You just hear random boops, and it's quite hilarious at times. And yeah, there it is. That's the boop story. Holy moly, these views are absolutely fantastic. As I'm walking around here, you can just see the enormous amount of detail that Floss has put into this. It is stunning. The perfect time of day as well. I love the sunlight hitting and shining through all these pillars and stuff. It looks like we have a ride down here. I think that's for the river rapids. So we got to definitely check out these river rapids first and foremost. Yeah! They're stuck. Are these ones departing or just entering? All right, here's a look at the rolling river 2. There's a look at the stats, everybody. Let's get on this. All right, here we go. I don't know if my music's very fitting. I grabbed some World Fair Spain music. I don't know. I needed something there. I just noticed this Liberty hat that guy's got. It's pretty cool. I never got to look at the new hats with the World's Fair DLC because no one ever seems to buy hats from the Hats Fantastic shops when I do those reviews, even when I give them away for free. So I need to know what you did there, Floss, because people are definitely buying hats in your park. But maybe that's just because your park is so fantastic. Ba-dum-tsh. Wow, this is very pretty. Oh, the music's actually the Planko theme song. I wonder if they're all like that. I quite like that. Oh, look at the shot of the coaster going by. Oh, perfect timing. Oh, we got lucky with that one. The background, just having the sand and a little bit of terraforming like that, it makes it look really beautiful. You don't need much. That's what I'm saying, guys. 70,000 pieces is a lot. But, you know, Floss says it's a mini park. She submitted it as a mini park. But, again, look, it's running beautifully. It looks beautiful. We really get to enjoy this experience for what it is. And, yeah, you don't need to go too big. I much prefer these tight, niche experiences. They're great. And there's plenty of rides for us to enjoy as well. I suspect this will be at least a half-an-hour park spotlight. So, and you know what? With a park this size, it gives me the opportunity to ride the coasters in multiple perspectives. So, let's just say you did a mini park and you only had 3 or 4 coasters. Well, knowing that, I will ride them in cinematic or day and night. I'll give them a couple goes. But when we're doing these massive mega parks, they always run about an hour. So there's no time to see them in any other perspective other than POV, because that is the mandatory perspective. Wow, look at that shot as we're coming out here. So we'll probably be doing that with Floss's 2 coasters here today. Ride them in a couple different perspectives here. All right, where are we going? Sploosh. Oh, that's cool. Shit, that's the tire. Great choice there. You get really soaking these people. Really wish Floss was here with me on this one here today. I was going to bring her in as a guest. She's been busy with work. She just got back from vacation. So she's obviously busy catching up with life and trying to recover and get back into the norm of things. And I can understand what she'd be going through. And for me, I got to get back to recording. We finished these contests. I've been playing Fallout 76. It's just, I feel behind. and I need to start. It's been a while since we did a park spotlight. So yesterday's video, as you guys saw, was massive, and then we got this one here today. So getting back into the swing of things again for myself as well. So I just sent her a message. She's not around right now, so we're going solo on this one. But it's been a very long time since we had Floss in a recording, so we will be sure to get her in for something in the next week or so here. All the butterflies. Oh, look at that dive coaster going by. This is a really lengthy river rapids. Okay, here come more big splashes. Oh, that is a lot of them. Be sure to bring a change of clothes when you come on Floss's River Rapids, everybody. Look at that. That is a shower. I'd want to be this guy right here. Oh, nope, they're gonna get him. Oh, he missed it. That guy's dry. I really love this River Rapids, how it takes us on all these different levels of elevation throughout the temple. I feel like we've been to almost every single tier, and each tier kind of feels slightly different than the rest. All right, looks like we are back at the boarding station. What a lovely River Rapids. I also love the fact that you've completely hid the edges of the River Rapids with these green hedges. It's so nice looking. All right, that is a fantastic ride to kick things off. And also, look at all the gold trim. Floss likes to get expensive with her builds. I don't know if you guys saw, what was it called? The Midas Touch created by Floss. That was a top contender for the top 10, I think last month, maybe the month before. She did a boat ride that everything you pass by turned to gold. She used the sequencer that recolors objects. And that is amazing. So I'll have a link to that video pop up at the end of this. So be sure to stay to the very end. And go check out the Midas Touch if you haven't seen that. Because that is one of the most innovative and unique coasters that we have seen in a very long, long time. It's actually one of a kind. No one's ever done that. I think just recently we saw Pixelated use the changing colors. I think they're the only two to do that so far. Okay, so where's this go-kart track? Oh, is that it? No. She said there's a go-kart track downstairs from the intro, but how do we get down there? We're gonna play a little game of let's get lost in the temple. Oh, there it is. Now how do you... Okay, I assume we go down here. A lot of people lined up for these go-karts. And my computer, hitching. Okay. Go-karts! It's been a while since we rode some go-karts. Bollard, she's got it set up for me. Let's just make sure it's applied. And we gonna go in seat view. Go to the last cart. Let's fill this thing up. Hopefully we get a driver. We do. Let's see if I can get into first from last. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby. Let's do this. Okay, it's been a while. Whoa! Okay. She's cutting me off. Alright, they're leaving nice openings for me. Ow. Whoa! This part's tricky. Okay. Whoa! Floss also had one of my favorite go-karts of all time with, Cassie Mobio, I think is what she called it. It was a scenario spotlight. She participated in the scenario contest. What about it? A year ago? Maybe it was at the beginning of this year. I can't remember when we did it. But she did the entire go-karts off-road. So she completely hid the road with terrain, hid the sides of the track. She's kind of done that here. Am I lapping these guys, or is that guy actually in first? I thought I saw someone ahead of me. That guy. Let's see if we can catch up to that bugger. I feel like I'm going so fast that it's on fast forward, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, I think that guy won. No? Maybe. Because I wouldn't be doing a victory lap if he won. Right? I'd be pulling in if I was second. So I think we nailed it. But let's just take a sec to appreciate this victory lap and soak up this go-kart experience and look around. Look at that coaster going overhead. Quite amazing. Yeah, Casimobio, or whatever it was called, was much like this, but with terrain all around the ground. It was a safari. One of the best safaris I've seen in the game by far. So, I'll try to bring that video up at the end as well. The scenario contest did not get very many views. People weren't interested in it, but they were like park spotlights, which kind of surprised me. So, maybe not everyone remembers that. But if you do remember it, let me know down in the comments below if you remember Casimobio and Midas Touch. Alright. Dive coaster, or what is this, a floorless? Oh no, it's an inverted coaster. I think we're gonna go for the inverted coaster next. If we can find this boarding station. Okay, looks like it's here. And the queue wraps all the way up here. Oh, flying coaster. We might have to do the downward perspective where we're facing down, and then one regular. So I think we'll start off in track view, and then we'll try a seat view looking down. I think that could be pretty fun. So here's a look at the stats, everybody. And let's, Aztec Odyssey is her music choice. Let's give that a go. Where's track view? There we go. Wow, that was incredible. I gotta say, hats off to you, Floss. We have so many really talented ladies in the community, and Floss, I would have to say, is one of the few that actually really focuses on making these really gnarly coaster experiences. A lot of the other ladies are focusing on artwork and stuff, and while Floss is also amazing at that, she's really good at making these gnarly coaster experiences, as you can tell from this one here, which is very fun. Alright, here we go. We're gonna face down and pretend like we're flying like a Superman. Here we go. Whoa. That was actually really quite gnarly. There were some great perspectives there where I actually kind of had that feeling of, what do you call it? Vertigo. When we were coming up and looking at the whole park and swooping down. That was quite incredible. Let's do one more in cinematic. We only have 2 coasters here to ride today, so let's soak them up as if this was a coaster spotlight. All right, absolutely amazing work on that one, Floss. Love your coasters. Let's check out the dive coaster, shall we? If we can find this boarding station, she's done a real good job at hiding these. I don't even know how one would get down here. I guess we could do the old backwards queue. Okay, it's right there. Sneaky, sneaky. There's even an arrow. Hammurabi. That's a hard one to say for some reason. Okay, it's not open. Let's do seat view while we won't have arms in our way. And a quick look at the stats. There you guys go. Quite a cool perspective on that cinematic. That worked out quite well, didn't it? Short but sweet. Definitely a good dive coaster in the sense of we got a great dive out of that, and it did the job. A couple things to note on this one. I love how you're going over the waterfall like that. Kind of wish we went through the waterfall. That'd be kind of cool. And I love the lift on this coaster here. We got these buckets being carried up and down, and then the coaster there. That is so neat. All right, I really hope I didn't miss anything. This is a little bit of a puzzling park. I mean, some of it feels rather similar. I think that's the hotel she was talking about. And it is kind of a little bit tricky to navigate. but it's such a neat layout, and no matter where you are, there's this gorgeous view. It truly is stunning. So great job on this one here today, Floss. And I wanna say that Floss is she's made a comment in the beginning in the intro saying finally finished a project. The other week she opened up a bunch of different projects and was showing me all of her work in progress stuff, and she's got some really phenomenal things in the works but not quite finished, or she has some concepts started that aren't, you know, they're just like concepts. They're very early rough development of ideas that she started on, and they're so much fun to a point where I was like, we need to do a Floss week. We did that with Riddler way back, but if we don't do that, we still got to cover some of those. She did something called a ghost train, or something like a ghost train, and that was a really impressive looking coaster. I want to look at it closer. There's a bunch of things she has on the works that I want to see closer. So Floss, we got to get together sometime now that you're back and do a few extra recordings for this month. I think the viewers are going to love what you've done with your other creations, looking at what you've done here, as you're an absolutely amazing creator. Now, before we end off the episode, I do want to make a little announcement. I am now using the new Spotlight submission form. Trying to work my way over to it. We've been dealing with an integration of a new tool because something happened to the old one. It's a long story short. There's like two different systems. So basically my plan going forward is to try to always pull from the new tool, and if I'm low on content or I'm struggling to find something, I'll go back to the old tool. The old tool is kind of frozen in time, and you can't currently submit to it. It was a little bit easier to work with. It was a very nice tool, and the new one is going to allow me to at least do some tagging. So if it's a recreation, if it's a mini park, if it's a mega park, and I'm going to be able to pull better variety using the new tool. So it does have its bonuses, but right now it's a little bit hacky to work with, and I'm doing my best to get going with it, and Floss is helping me develop that. So I wanted to bring that up here and give her a shout out for all the work that she's done helping me put together the new tool with the Google Docs and everything. So thank you so much for that as well, Floss. Where I'm at with that is I've gone through and rated all the parks because I want to start getting a lot of parks out to you guys this month, because it's been a while since we featured them. I've pulled out some pretty good parks for this lineup for this month, and I hope to get to recording them all, and then I'm going to go through and rate all the coasters. So anyone who has recently submitted a new submission through the last month or two, we're going to start pulling from there. So that is a good thing to know. We're going to have new, fresh, innovative creations coming over the next month or two. So lots to look forward to there, you guys. All right, boom. There you guys go. That was Floss's Hanging Gardens of Babylon. Absolutely amazing stuff on this one here today, Floss. Thank you so much for your submission and getting your creation finished finally. It definitely looks beautiful. Let me know what you guys, or let Floss know what you think of her creation down in the comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. All right, everyone, that's going to do it for me here today. If you enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. And if you like the show and everything that I do here, please do consider becoming a patron. Your support allows me to continue making these videos for this awesome community. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye now.